The Nerlin Nerds podcast is brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. Pulpery Media presents Nerlin Nerds with your hosts, Brock and Ben. This is where we discuss the pop culture topics that interest us and those minor details that
How long have I been
us.
asking you to watch this show?
Like, at least a year, right? At least.
How long's it been out?
Like 2 years now.
Then 2 years.
Yeah, because COVID and the strike stopped the second season from filming.
Which comes out in like 3 months.
Yeah, in January. Yeah.
Oh, Lord. Peacemaker, I think, is finished up too. Or just starting. We'll talk about that in a minute. Okay.
We got a bunch of stuff coming out, yeah.
Yeah, it's that time of the year. Severance was...
It's one of the best shows.
Yeah, it's fucking brilliant. It really is. Because, yes, it's a fucked up show on all kind of levels. But it's, like you said, the corporate structure of it all. And then the split lives aspect of it is way more bonkers than you think. Oh, okay, I just work and I don't know my home life, and I just have a home life and I don't know work.
Yeah.
No, like...
They all have something dark that they're
when,
running away from.
Oh, what the fuck is it?
Talk about Irv?
Thank you, Irv. I wanted to say Liv, and I was like, that is not right. When...
Well, Liv Morgan is running away from something dark, but yeah.
She needs to run to the light. Run to the light, Gary. Yeah, like his painter stuff and being all dark, and then like I started seeing all these things. I was like, this motherfucker was in the military.
Yeah.
And then he opens it up and it was his dad. I went, fuck. And now you live at home with a dog. Whoa.
Yeah.
Like dark, like I sit inside and paint and be mean all the time or angry.
Right.
And then he slowly figures it out. And goes, I was like, he's not going to that house.
He's going to go find Bert, the love of his life.
And he did, and then woke up at the end, apparently. Yeah.
But as he's pounding on Bert's door.
Right, and so then...
And Bert has his own gay lover.
Right, and they were clearly having fun in retirement.
Yeah.
It was also good to see that he really proper retired.
Yeah.
And he has no recollection other than, like, he worked for Lumen. That's it. It's just all his outside... That's it. 24/7 now.
But then, knowing Irv, like, so what's Bert's dark thing?
Right. Well, that's what I'm saying.
Does he secretly hate his husband or partner?
Is he not? Is he just into threesomes? You know, like, these are the hard-hitting questions I need answered.
Yeah. Or is he like a straight-up sociopath who, like, you know, kills dogs in his spare time? And what were they
making in... He was in charge of...
R&D.
Yeah.
Yeah. Research
and development.
Yeah.
And we don't know what other except like the trinkets.
Right. Yeah. They do the corporate swag.
Right. So that's what they're researching and developing is all the corporate swag. Yeah. Which, by the way, I'm just going to jump around real quick. When the Mitchum, what's the Milchick, not Milchin.
No, or are you talking about the
brown guy?
Yeah, that's Milchick.
Okay. When he's talking to Daryl, he's like, "Man, I give you one of them new," but he didn't say koozie. He called it a cozy.
Yeah.
I wanted to punch him so hard, so hard. But the way that he is bribing Daryl with company swag was fucking hilarious.
Yeah.
Hilarious.
And he's just like, I just want to know my son.
Right. He was like, how about I'll let you know about your other one too. Like, I'm sitting here in Jesus Christ pose, like trying to hold on Lost style, and you're, telling me that you'll give me swag and I've got two kids.
Try not to end up like Charlie here.
Right. Like I'm holding on for dear life here, big guy. When she clearly did not. That like each person, like Michael realizing
which
the main character.
Oh fuck you.
Yeah, right.
Is it Michael?
I don't know. I made that up. When he's slowly realizing.
Mark.
Okay. I'm gonna go with any biblical hymn name.
That includes Michael too.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Matthew was next. That was going to be my next guess. Yeah, when he was like, "You're my sister." Like he thought it was like his girlfriend or wife at first.
Because they threw the baby at
Right,
him.
he was like, "Wait, we have a kid?" And she's like, "You mean like the royal?"
No, I love that when he's like, "Is this our baby?"
Oh yeah,
and
that's
she's
what it
like, "Are you talking about like our baby?" Like, and then it takes a village.
Right. She didn't say the royal we. She went the it takes a village route. Okay.
His sister is fucking phenomenal. She is.
Yeah,
hilarious.
and the more I find out about Rickton,
yeah, he's fantastic.
yeah, he is on to something.
When Mark S. not out or any Mark
Right.
is like, no, your book is profound.
Right.
He's like,
What?
Mark, are you fucking with me?
When he said, "We'll discuss this after the reflection break." Wow.
Which
That's
is
it.
like,
That's it for chapter 1.
what? Yeah. Oh my god. But that's totally on point for Rick, and I'm like, I'm gonna drag.
Right. Except like this
And
Tim
it was-
Robbins.
And when he starts reading, it's like it's his third book or something.
Yes.
Like, oh my god.
It all makes sense.
Yeah.
All makes sense. When he called her Miss
Cobell. Yeah.
And without even realizing it, just walked away.
Yeah.
She lost her fucking mind.
Yeah.
I don't.
Because she has her in back
Now-
to Lumen.
Correct. So about for like 30 seconds there, I thought she was going to turn face.
Yeah.
And help them burn it to the ground. No, she stayed full hardcore heel. Good for her.
Yeah.
Good for her.
That's Patricia Arquette. She is sneaky good.
Right, and they framed it like she was all salty and mad
Yeah.
and fuck Lumen and blah, blah, blah.
Because she was all for Mark leaving when he said he was thinking of leaving.
Right.
Even as whatever her is the neighbor.
Miss Selvig or Selvig.
Selvig, yeah.
Yes. Oh, no, that's Miss Selvig. And then I thought she kidnapped a kid, and I'm thinking, what the fuck?
When
Then
she has that weird, I guess, it would be considered a motherly tone. When she's Selvig, she's like, "Oh, Ma."
Yes, exactly. She's like
you tensed up when I
she's like
gave you a hug.
The nanny.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly. And
But she has this weird, almost like Pennsylvania Dutch accent.
Oh, of course.
Like,
yeah.
I mean, it's not that exactly.
No,
but
no,
like,
it's not that thick, but it is not Southern
Yeah.
in any way at all.
what do they call the? So like Norco in Pennsylvania, is it the Norco accent or something? But anyway,
Maybe,
yeah.
I'll have to ask the wife. All right, so Helly H.
Fucking just hardcore.
Okay, my first question is, how did they get all the photography of her innie?
Oh, yeah, I mean, they got cameras everywhere.
Okay, because the dad was like, "I'm so sorry what your innie tried to do to you."
Yeah. And her dad is fucking creepy.
Well, her dad is crazy creepy.
Yeah.
So that's not Keir.
No, but he's a
They're
descendant.
descendants.
Yeah.
Egan, right?
Yeah.
That's the. So she is the right now, which would be the princess.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, she's the CEO apparent. Yeah.
Right.
But
But yeah, no, she doesn't want to, and she got all of about 45 seconds, maybe a minute of trying to burn it down.
yeah, like
And we don't
everybody
know
thought it was
exactly.
a joke at
Right.
first. Yeah.
Also, side note, the upper management voice, the woman,
Oh yeah,
is
yeah.
her assistant
Yeah.
in real life. Perfect. So I wonder if she must clearly know both sides then, right?
You would think.
Right.
But then at the same time, it's where there's a lot there. Like when I think after watching it like the second time, I went on like a Reddit deep dive.
Haven't done that yet.
Oh, don't worry, I'll fill you in on some of the theories.
Perfect, because that's what I want to know.
Because you're going like, yeah, so you have like all the Audis, and then when you see their outside lives, like some it's like, oh, okay, yeah, but then when like Helly there's her father. There's like the whole
Like she's basically the what did I write down? The boss. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like what?
And they're all like, "Oh, it's so great that you're doing this." Like,
Yeah.
that none of the other Egans had the balls to do the severance procedure.
Right.
So the theory that I like, which ties in a bunch of the weird nonsensical stuff,
Like the goats and shit.
exactly,
Yeah.
is so the severance procedure is what the Egans are trying to do. Is now again.
And because they mention it that this is going to change the world.
Yeah. But it becomes a way of implanting, they're going to implant their personalities into other people.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Therefore, the immortality kind of thing. Now, again, this is just a Reddit theory, right? So, but that goes along with a lot of similar kind of stories like this, where you can shut somebody's brain off, and the whole point is that you can reprogram the brain.
Yes.
For
Philip K. Dick might have wrote 37 books about it.
Exactly.
But
and that like
I mean the foundation is almost like that because you have 3 separate versions.
Correct.
Right?
Yeah.
And like each version only knows its right?
Yeah. And and then there's the version that only exists in the temple.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly. So yes, this has been.
And so that's what like the goats are there for. The goats are actually the previous Egans, including Kier, and their storage vessels, waiting to see if Heli's procedure works. And then all those people who are currently working in
all of these
in Severance and all the different divisions, you're just seeing if like eventually they're going to be started implanting, so like Mark could end up being implanted Kier, and so every time he descends he becomes Kier.
Oh yeah, that makes sense.
Now I didn't hear a theory about if one overtakes the other or they leave it on all the time.
Well, so that was going to be like, why even have a fail-safe switch?
Right, yeah.
That was, and then it's just the little things. Like, I'm so glad that I noticed that was his wife from the jump.
Yeah.
Like, I immediately knew it. And, of course, the last thing...
I hope it didn't ruin the very end.
No. It didn't. Although, the closer it got to the end, I was like, this motherfucker's going to find out, and the show's going to end.
Yeah.
And that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
And then the worst part of it is I didn't see them, like, switching back that quick.
No, yeah.
And they knew it because somebody, his sister asked how long he has. And he's like, I don't know, about an hour.
Yeah.
Right.
And that was a long fucking hour too.
Yeah.
Like, and they did that so brilliant. Or Stiller and them did that brilliantly.
The way that they transitioned from any Audi, but just each character.
Yeah.
There was like this Lost-esque transition from person to person.
Yeah.
When they start realizing, oh my god. Yeah. So I look back on it now and. Like Mark reading the book, like at first you're just thinking, okay, that's kind of funny, right?
Yeah.
Mark's reading this book. He has no idea who's the author, and he loves it. Then everybody's read the book, and then like all of the Ennies are like, oh man, this is a great book.
Yeah.
And then him realizing that it's his brother-in-law, and he's like an author.
Yeah. Well,
like that was it was.
What was that old book? Was it like The Power of Self or something like that?
That's
like
yeah.
Oh, but what's Rickon's title, like the me inside of you or something like that?
God, I wish I could remember it. I'd like to get it tattooed on my forehead. But he's so into it.
Yeah.
And yes.
Mark, are you fucking with me?
Right. So then you see his, like, from the beginning, you're just like, okay, this guy's a little weird, but I love him. And yeah, we're totally going to have to talk about this more than once you figure out the name of his book.
Yeah.
Are you fucking with me, Mark?
Yeah.
And then, he does all this spiritual shit. They're supposed to be in a...
The following segment has been brought to you by The Goddamn Sauce. Go to thegdsauce.com for details to order all the sauces to replace your ordinary condiments. The Nerlin Nerds podcast is a production of Pulpery Media, produced and edited by Ben Grimion, marketing by Brock Ryder, graphic design by Beck Ryder and Ben Grimion, Music by the Heisenberg Compensators.